If you're looking for a perfect holiday gift to give your kids that will actually re-gift every year, Robert Shemin is joining us right now from Colombia, of all places. Beautiful, beautiful background. He's got some great holiday gifts that keep on giving. Robert, so great to connect with you again. It's been months.
Great to see you. How have you been?
I am really well. I tell you, we're kind of in the thick of that holiday season right now, and we're thinking about gifts and charity and kind of gifts with meaning. And you have some excellent thoughts on the topic.
Absolutely. And I want to empower you to empower your children, to not only empower them, but to educate them and then also give them the opportunity to empower others. I think it's a big deal. Most of us want to give gifts, which is great. When I grew up in very humble places with my parents having no money, they said, we don't give gifts on a holiday. I'm like, why? Well, because every day should be a holiday. So I don't recommend using that. Didn't work on me. I'm like, I think there's being cheap, but it sounded nice. So what can you do to really empower and educate your children? And I think we're going to turn the holidays on its head in a very good way. Gifts are great, but there's seconds of excitement, and then what do you have? So why not this? Number one, make it an experience for your children, not
Yes.
just a gift. Now, for the very young ones, you can actually spend an hour or two with them, go with them. You can get some apps I'm going to recommend in just a minute. For instance, like Payday, where they can learn how to budget and save even as young as 3 years old. But you can actually go with them to open an account, put some money in there. And here's the theme I'd like to have you remind yourself and your children on this great holiday season, for those of us that are fortunate, is not only should we educate them, but empower them to also empower others. So put a little charity in there. Hey, we're going to open your account, put some money in there, but I'm going to help you pick some maybe Toys for Tots, maybe your local religious organization that helps kids, and help the children understand that not everybody has a beautiful home and lots of toys and cars, that there's needy kids out there, and help them start to give. That's for the very young ones.
Yeah,
For
and
the
I
middle,
think, Robert, I think that by involving your kids and actually giving them a little bit of responsibility, it actually empowers them. And I would argue that even very small children know when they're being offered a lesson that's empowering, and a lot of kids embrace that.
absolutely. And even as young as 3, they get on these apps. Of course, they know the apps better than I do, and they love it and they understand a lot more than you think.
Hmm.
Now, for the older kids,
Yep.
the middle school and up to high school, definitely they can start investing. A life changer for me was when my dad, again, very humble beginnings, took me and I bought one share of stock. I had like $10 and I bought
Awesome.
one share of Wendy's stock. So you could go,
I
it
love that you
worked.
chose Wendy's. That's hilarious. Wendy's
Yeah.
was actually a place that my dad took me a lot, so I have a little connection with it too. But go ahead.
Fond memories, and the stock did well, my one share. But you want to empower them and educate. Take them to your stockbroker, take them to the bank, open the savings account, or get on the app with them, spend some time with them. That's what kids want. They want the time, not just the socks or the new toy. And this is going to all, again, educate them. Tell them about stocks. Sit down with them. Tell them your best investing
Yes.
accomplishments, and also the mistakes you made, what you would have done. Because as you know, to create wealth over time, it's a systematic savings and investing program. Start them young and tell them if they do it for long enough, they get all the toys and gifts they want as a kid or an adult. But if they don't start, they're
Yep.
not going to have that retirement.
A great thought, Robert. I love the lesson there. Real quick before we go, you have actually written books for high school and college students.
Right. RobertShulman.com. They can check out How Come That Idiot's Rich and I'm Not. Again, it's a mix of what really works in money and also some of these empowering tools for themselves. And make it an experience. Take them to give back. So give them a budget,
Yep.
start them on the app, whether it's Robinhood or one of my things, and also go with them. Let them go to the homeless shelter. Not only donate some money of theirs,
Robert,
or put some time.
thank you so much for all these great ideas. No, your message is really solid, and we appreciate you sharing from your beautiful outdoor location there today. For these books and more tips that Robert just shared, go to his website, robertshemin.com. You can also follow him on Instagram. His Instagram's pretty impressive, at Robert Shemin.